Do you want to start streaming or currently stream and struggle to get viewers? I've got 10 tips to help you out. Number 1, don't always play the popular games. Now, I'm not saying don't play the popular games, but statistics have shown that at any given time, there are more than 3,000 channels on Twitch streaming Fortnite. Now, if you're just starting out or trying to find your footing on Twitch, you're going to be right down the bottom, so you're going to be really hard to discover, and you're not really going to grow from that. A way to get your footing would be to play a less saturated game. For example, when I started streaming, I played Fallout, Tomb Raider, and a mixture of horror games. Now, these games are lower down in terms of viewers, but the communities that are surrounding the games are much stronger, so it's easier to find people that also like the game and you can interact with them and get to know them. Number 2, don't do follow for follow. Now, this one is a debate topic, but in my personal opinion, it doesn't really work. I say this because people that really do follow for follow are people that just care about having these big numbers and this big number next to their follow account, but it doesn't look good on that person when they have thousands of followers but only have 1, 2, maybe 3 people watching their stream. If you can make it work, then by all means do it, but just be careful of empty followers and people that may unfollow you further down the line. Number 3, make a schedule and stick to it. People are more likely to come back to your stream if they know where and what time you're going to be live. It'll be hard making a schedule at first, especially if you have a job or any other prior commitments, but once you know your own schedule, you can work your stream schedule around it. Think of it as your favourite TV show. If it's not on at, say, 6 o'clock at night, you're going to be confused and maybe even a bit annoyed as to why it's not there. Number 4, use Ethernet, not Wi-Fi. Now, this is streaming 101, but using Ethernet over Wi-Fi is going to improve your stream tenfold. You'll get a smoother, better looking stream, you won't drop many, if any, frames, and you're less likely to disconnect from the internet whilst you're live. Number 5, find a niche and grow it. Doing this will decide what your channel will be focused around, whether you're mechanically good at a game, making these crazy plays and these montage clips, whether you're funny, you can make people laugh, cry, cringe, anything you do, or you have a good knowledge of a game that can help people out and help them develop their own skills within that game. One key thing that I will say though is, whilst finding your niche, make sure you stay genuine. Nobody likes a fake streamer. Once you know what your niche is, you should grow and make content about that, which leads me on to my next tip. Number 6, making content on or for other platforms. This is something I feel people neglect when they stream. They don't try to develop or make new content for multiple platforms. They just kind of put all their eggs in one basket. You can either make new content or upload your clips and highlights from your stream to multiple platforms, and by doing this you're introducing a whole new platform of people to your content, and it's going to open up so many doors. The main ones that I use are Twitter, Instagram, and at the minute TikTok. TikTok at the minute is kind of this weird place where people think that it's just a cringy kind of lip sync area, and in reality it's not. If you have a piece of content that goes semi-viral on there, you can get hundreds of followers and thousands of views on just one certain piece of content. So if you can do multiple pieces of content on there and they both go viral, you're gonna get a lot of viewership and a lot of interaction with people. Number 7, talk all the time. Now, this is going to be a bit weird to start out with because you're essentially just going to be talking to yourself, and not everybody does that and feels comfortable doing it. I say this because if someone new comes into your stream, you have about 10 seconds before they decide whether or not they want to stay and continue watching what you have and what you're offering. Now, whether it's commentary on the game that you're playing, whether you're having a debate with somebody on a specific topic, or even if you're just randomly chatting, they're more likely to continue to watch you to see what you have to say, to see what you're doing and kind of how you're playing a game. Now, not everybody's going to talk necessarily when they come into your stream, and that will happen a lot, but if you notice that your viewer count is going up but nobody's really talking, the best thing to do is to kind of just address the chat and just be like, hey guys, how you're doing? And see if anybody then just starts talking. It might not always happen, but when it does, it's going to be a good thing, because then you can start interacting with people and making relationships with them via that. Number 8, don't buy expensive things. All you need to start streaming is a PC or a console, a webcam, and a microphone. That's basically it. All people care about is whether or not they can see the gameplay, they can see you, and they can hear you. That's pretty much it. They're more likely to make a connection stay with you if they can do at least 2 of those things. However, it's personal preference of whether or not you want to have a webcam. A lot of people on Twitch who are quite big streamers don't necessarily have a webcam. They just are either really good at a game, or they, as a person, are really funny and like to interact with their chat. I know many people who stream from a PlayStation 4 and get double-digit viewers just because they are entertaining and their stream is entertaining. So just experiment with what you have and see if you can make it work. Number 9, get to know your viewers. Whilst it's obvious saying that the people that come to your stream are really important, making them stay is a completely different ballgame. The main tip that I can give to you is just get to know your viewers, say their name, interact with them, and make them feel special. If you can learn something about them when they come back to your stream, if you can bring up this thing that you remembered, they have that connection with you already, and it makes them feel so much better. People mainly come to Twitch for the social interaction and finding people that also like the same video games or the same topics that they like. If you can make these connections, you can hopefully start bringing these people back to your stream and make them become regulars. It also ties into the point of talking all the time, where if you're having a conversation with these regular viewers and somebody new comes into your stream and they're talking about something that maybe they also enjoy, they can join in the conversation and you just grow more and more friendships and relationships from there. Number 10, networking. A word that gets thrown around a lot is networking. Now, people misinterpret it sometimes and they think that it just means tweet and put your name out as much as possible, as many times as possible. And it can backfire on them, because if you're doing this, you're constantly just filling people's feeds and it can just be considered as spam. A way to counteract this would be maybe just tweet or post a couple of times a day about gaming content, maybe just some regular life stuff, anything that can start a conversation with somebody. This helps with interaction and kind of letting people know who you are, what your likes are, what your dislikes are, and just growing friendship. Another major thing is join Discord servers. They're full of people that enjoy and do the same things that you do. So whether it's streaming, making YouTube, or other content, you'll end up finding people that just enjoy the same as you, and they're more likely to help you out if you're struggling with streaming or trying to make content. Think of it as you scratch my back, I'll scratch yours. If you join and interact with people in their streams, they're more likely to help you out and come and see you or raid you or host you in certain ways, and this can bring new people into your community and maybe even just help you grow. Even if it's just a little bit, it starts the ball rolling and you become bigger and bigger. If these tips helped you out in any way, make sure to leave a like and maybe consider subscribing. If you have any additional tips or you just want to let me know of something that I might have missed, make sure to drop a comment, and if you want to see another video like this, make sure to let me know.